Welcome back to the 2G Spectrum arrest. The arrest of Shahid Balwa, they say, may open a Pandora's box. He's 37 years old. He's a very prominent Mumbai billionaire. Many people say the story of Shahid Balwa is really questionable, how he's come to this point, whether he has political backing or he's a front for other politicians. The CBI wants to question both A. Raja and Balwa together. The CBI claims that Balwa's company had invested indirectly in DMK-owned Kalaignar TV. Sources saying the investment money coming from profits made in the 2G scam. My first guest tonight is Satish Manshinde, who's Shahid Balwa's lawyer, live with me in the Mumbai studio. Now, you have seen these reports about the way the money was routed, right down to Kalaignar TV. Is there really a defense that Shahid Balwa has on that?
First of all, I must say that Swan Group was not the only company which benefited from the... First of all, I must say that Swan Group was not the only company which benefited from the licenses which was given under a matter which is under investigation now. First of all, one has to see if India is going to reopen all its policies backwards. Will any foreign company make an attempt to invest into India?
That's not the relevant point.
No. What I'm trying to tell you is that just because somebody feels that a price which was sold for in 2007 was could have a product which was sold in 2007 for a particular price could have earned something more in 2010. It's a fallacious argument.
No, but
because you can't blame somebody to have made money on a transaction
one second.
In 2007 now.
Satish, it's not as superficial as that, because in 2008, Balwa's Swan Telecom, it got 2G licenses for 13 of the 22 circles.
Yes.
Right? So it's not any other company.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is in 2007, the DB Group, through its various companies and entities like Swan, had made applications for all the circles in India. Had the telecom minister, Mr. Raja, then telecom minister, not changed the policy, 2G spectrum would have been granted to my clients all over the country, except 2 circles.
But that's
today we have only in 13 circles.
But that's not the issue.
No.
The issue is, let's put it this way, Mr. Manshinde. Swan, as I said, bagged 13 of the 22 circles, including Mumbai and Delhi, it's for about some 1,500 crores. And Swan sold some 45% of this for 4,500 crores without launching a single service.
Well, I must tell you, I admit it was not sold. Further equities were generated in the company when issued to a Telesat, 45% to the foreign company.
Yeah.
We still own 45%. It is a proper business sense. It's a proper business sense that when you invest 13,500 crores into a transaction, 13,500 crores into a particular transaction, you always want to divest so that your investment is true.
One second.
So if I were to buy shares today in any company for a particular price of 500 rupees...
If I follow up from that, if I follow up and I say it's not just a question that somebody retains 55% majority stake, makes a profit of some 3,000 crore rupees, and after that, Mr. Manshinde, if the CBI can prove, as CBI people have been saying, that there are some links, there are some payments that have gone from Shahid Balwa channelized to A. Raja, does that not mean that your client Shahid Balwa actually bribed Raja for these favors?
I have a list of companies which were granted, 8 of them. Unitech Limited for 1,700 crores, funded by Tata Group. They made a profit. Yes, Singapore Telephone Limited, funding of 100 crore to Kalaignar.
No, that's not the issue.
Loop Telecom Private Limited, Ruyas and...
Mr. Manshinde. It is about Shahid Balwa. Now,
now Shahid Balwa, let us take Shahid Balwa in isolated case.
If I understand that Shahid Balwa reportedly channelized kickbacks that came from the spectrum scheme into real estate, or that some commercial links between Shahid Balwa and A. Raja can be established, he wouldn't have been taken to CBI custody for nothing. Does that mean
I made a submission
Raja for these favors?
I made a submission in court yesterday that my client on various occasions has met the CBI, given a statement in writing on the 22nd December, and also communicated everything that he has done. If he has invested in a company or given a loan to another company like Cineyug, and they in turn, I don't control Cineyug, They in turn invest in some other company, which is a media company called.
You're saying it's one happy coincidence.
There is no restriction.
You're saying
there is no restriction on my investment of profits.
You're saying there's one happy coincidence. Approximately the same amount of money goes from Shahid Balwa.
Why don't you look at Singapore Telephone Limited? They also invested 100 crores in Kalanagar. Why are they not being touched?
Okay.
Why is Shahid Balwa being singled out?
No, but
is it because the newspaper reports that he is connected to a close politician in Maharashtra?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you. I'm asking the CBI.
No, but I'm asking
why are they singling him out?
No, I'm asking you.
I'm asking you. I'm asking the CBI. I made a challenge in the court yesterday that why are you singling out my client? There were 14 companies.
Mr. Manshinde, before I move on to the next report, and I hope you stay for our debate tonight, I'm asking you tonight that are there reports here that Mr. Shahid Balwa was fronting for any political party?
Shahid Balwa has not fronted for any company.
Fronting for a political
party. Number one, first of all, it's a listed company. He is not fronting for anybody. He doesn't have to front for anybody. He is in the
then what
real
are you
estate
hinting
business.
At right now?
No, I'm not hinting.
You said, is it true that because he's close to a political party?
No, that's what the reports are. That's what the reports are. That's what the reports are.
Are you saying he's being
victimized? The same thing happened to Lavasa. Why is it happening in only Maharashtra?
So what are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. Are they going after a particular person to cut his wings?
Are you saying that?
I'm not saying that. I'm asking you a question.
Well, you're not,
I'm asking you a question.
You're leaving it half said.
I'm not. I always leave things half said.
Why?
Let the public decide.
Well,
let the public decide.
Okay.
And in a matter where a senior Supreme Court lawyer like Mr. Kapil Sibal, who is now in the cabinet, after having replaced A. Raja, has gone through all the papers and proceedings in the telecom ministry, makes a clear-cut statement that there is no loss to the government of India, we should go by it. A senior cabinet minister has said, and who is the CBI to controvert him?
Oh, okay. So you're saying Mr. Sibal is the last word here. I'll come back to you on this whole debate, because tonight the debate is bigger. This is stage 2 of the 2G scam.